LisaRaye McCoy just drew a line in the sand, and it almost turned into a physical brawl over Brat's baby, when allegations of infidelity pushed Brat and Jessica Judy depart toward a bitter divorce. A quiet marital fallout violently spilled over. The ultimate breaking point came during a high-stakes custody dispute over baby True, when Judy allegedly tried to make a direct power move to take the child. That was the exact moment LisaRaye stepped in.
When people ask stuff about you, she will either not respond or she'll say no comment. I just feel like the same respect that she gives you, why can't she have that same respect from you?
So let me tell me what you thought I should have said.
I would have no comment. I honestly would have no comment. I feel like you just asked me my opinion and what would I do?
And that's not my personality at all. It's not, because here's the thing: when somebody asks me something,
but then if she responds to these same questions, she wouldn't do that to you.
I don't care what
she wouldn't do that to you, but she wouldn't do that to you.
Thank you for telling me.
She wouldn't.
And
driven by her own traumatic public divorce and years of watching her sister get sidelined in her own relationship, LisaRaye didn't hesitate. This is the same big sister who publicly confronted Brat on camera with a sharp warning: "Before you put it on social media, call us." But this time, it went far beyond words. LisaRaye confronted Judy head-on, stepping directly between her and the baby in an explosive, near-physical showdown that shook the entire family to its core. The tension didn't just explode out of nowhere. It has been building through documented communication breakdowns and years of unaddressed friction. On one side, LisaRaye is stepping up as a protective barrier for her nephew. On the other, Judy stands as a legal spouse in a marriage that LisaRaye actively disapproved of from day one. Behind the scenes, the timeline shows a hidden legal fight was already taking shape long before this confrontation occurred. Caught in the center is Brat, forced to choose between her loyalty to her big sister and her commitment to her wife.
Many things, you build a wall up and you don't want to let nobody in, and you feel like you have to dissect everything to make sure nobody's coming for you, because you just be ready to make sure they know.
Now, LisaRaye is laying down a strict ultimatum, demanding Brat finalize this divorce immediately and cut Judy off for good. But what really happened right before LisaRaye snapped? The documented history driving this feud changes the entire narrative. The roots of this fallout don't begin with baby True. They trace straight back to a long-standing history of documented friction between LisaRaye McCoy and Jessica Judy Depart. LisaRaye's open skepticism toward Judy dates back to the very moment Brat brought her into the family circle. As Brat's older sister, LisaRaye's protective instinct has always leaned toward extreme control, but her distrust of Judy was heavily shaped by her own highly publicized, agonizing divorce from Michael Missick, the former premier of the Turks and Caicos Islands. Having endured a massive public split involving claims of financial exploitation, infidelity, and hidden motives, LisaRaye built a permanent wall around her family. She openly admitted in past broadcasts that she views every outsider entering Brat's circle with intense suspicion. That suspicion rapidly turned into public tension during a filmed episode of Cocktails with Queens, when the hosts surprised LisaRaye with a virtual appearance from Brat to celebrate her birthday. The interaction instantly turned cold. Instead of a warm celebration, LisaRaye confronted Brat live on camera, expressing deep resentment over being kept in the dark about her sister's personal life. LisaRaye voiced a clear grievance. She was tired of finding out about major milestones in Brat's life through social media posts, rather than a direct phone call. Brat attempted to defuse the moment, but the damage was done. The broadcast exposed a fundamental rupture in their sisterly dynamic, one where Brat was actively creating distance to protect her new relationship with Judy, while LisaRaye viewed that distance as a direct betrayal engineered by Judy herself. When Brat and Judy decided to tie the knot on February 22, 2022, and later welcomed their son, True Legend, via surrogacy in July 2023, that underlying family fracture didn't heal. It was simply pushed behind the scenes. The couple monetized their romance, launching the WE reality series Brat Loves Judy and publishing their joint relationship book, The Way Love Goes. On camera, they presented a united front. Behind closed doors, however, the official record shows that blending their lives created massive friction, specifically around boundaries, extended family involvement, and communication. That friction hit a critical threshold when rumors of marital instability began turning into actual legal strain between Brat and Judy. Unlike standard marital arguments that stay contained between two partners, the moment physical custody of a child is brought to the table, family dynamics shift from passive disagreement to aggressive intervention. When Judy allegedly attempted to take baby True during a high-stress argument, LisaRaye didn't treat it as a private marital dispute between a wife and her spouse. She treated it as an emergency. By physically interjecting herself into a dispute between legally married parents over their child, LisaRaye added immense fuel to an already volatile situation. In any legal custody proceeding, the involvement of aggressive third-party family members often complicates court evaluations regarding family stability and co-parenting environments. Instead of resolving the issue, LisaRaye's intervention effectively backed Judy into a corner, while forcing Brat into an impossible position. Brat now stands directly in the center of a two-front war. On one side is the wife she built a life, a brand, and a family with. On the other is the big sister who claims to be her ultimate protector. LisaRaye is not backing down. She is actively urging Brat to move forward with ending the marriage, finalizing divorce proceedings, and securing full primary custody of baby True. LisaRaye's stance is absolute. She believes Judy crossed an unforgivable boundary, and she is determined to ensure Judy has no permanent say over her nephew's future. But as this high-stakes family standoff deepens, one critical question remains unanswered. Is LisaRaye's aggressive intervention actually saving Brat from a devastating fallout, or has her lifelong overprotectiveness permanently destroyed her sister's chance at a peaceful resolution? The tension surrounding this public fallout reaches far beyond a simple family argument. It hits directly at the core of the business empire Brat and Jessica Judy's Depart built together. When two high-profile figures merge their personal lives into a shared commercial brand, a marital split is never just an emotional divorce. It becomes an agonizing corporate liquidation. Brat and Judy didn't just get married. They built a multi-million-dollar entertainment footprint anchored by their reality series, joint business ventures, and public appearances as a powerhouse couple. The moment allegations of infidelity and trust violations surfaced, the financial and structural stability of that shared empire began to crumble under the weight of the conflict. Throughout their marriage, both women spoke openly on public platforms about the severe friction within their relationship. While early broadcasts highlighted their romance and joint triumph in welcoming baby True, later appearances revealed deep-seated exhaustion. Brat openly admitted in interviews that the emotional toll of constant public scrutiny, combined with internal marital strife, left her feeling utterly drained. The initial fairy tale narrative transformed into a daily struggle to maintain boundaries, manage blended family dynamics, and keep their business partnerships operational. That internal exhaustion created the exact vulnerability that brought this entire situation to a boil. According to reports detailing the breakdown, allegations of unfaithfulness broke the foundational trust required to keep both the marriage and the joint brand afloat. Unverified claims surrounding Judy's motives began circulating with unprecedented force, raising uncomfortable questions about whether the relationship was built on a genuine lifelong commitment or accelerated for commercial leverage. For Brat, who had spent decades guarding her personal life before publicly coming out and marrying Judy, the realization that her private life was collapsing under public scrutiny proved devastating. As the personal trust vanished, the battleground rapidly shifted toward the legal rights over their son, True Legend. Because baby True was brought into the world via surrogacy and featured heavily across their media platforms, the legal parameters of parentage, primary custody, and visitation rights became immediate weapons of dispute. Reports indicate that neither party was willing to take a secondary role in the child's life, transforming what could have been a private co-parenting agreement into a fierce standoff. When the alleged incident occurred, where Judy reportedly attempted to secure or move baby True during an argument, LisaRaye's protective instinct instantly triggered a total lockdown. She stepped directly into the room and confronted Judy head-on. The exchange was sharp, hostile, and reached a level of intensity that nearly turned physical before bystanders intervened. LisaRaye made her position absolute. Judy would not take the child, nor would she dictate the terms of Brat's future without answering to the family first. This direct confrontation sent shockwaves straight through Brat's inner circle, forcing her to confront a nightmare scenario. Brat found herself completely paralyzed between two opposing forces. On one side stood her legal wife, the mother of her child, and her primary business partner of recent years. On the other side stood her older sister, her primary blood relative, and the woman who had protected her throughout her entire life and music career. The fallout forced a complete reevaluation of the couple's public assets and joint projects. Networks, production partners, and brand sponsors closely tracking the fallout began pulling back from active promotional pushes. The joint public image that had generated massive revenue suddenly became a liability. LisaRaye continued to press the advantage, publicly and privately pushing Brat to strip Judy of all managerial and decision-making roles within their shared ventures. Her mandate was clear: sever all financial ties, finalize the legal divorce as fast as possible, and secure full primary physical custody of baby True. Family law attorneys note that aggressive third-party intervention by extended family members often severely harms a parent standing in family court. By publicly confronting Judy, LisaRaye's actions gave Judy's side potential legal grounds to argue that the home environment was hostile and volatile, a move that could jeopardize Brat's own pursuit of primary custody. Despite those legal risks, LisaRaye refused to stand down, standing firmly as an immovable wall between Judy and Brat's household. But just when the situation seemed locked in an unbreakable legal and emotional stalemate, a newly uncovered detail emerged that completely changed the narrative. Reports began surfacing that behind closed doors, formal legal documentation regarding custody and property division had already been drafted days before the physical confrontation even occurred. The confrontation at the house wasn't a sudden, spontaneous outburst over a casual disagreement. It was the explosive collision of a calculated legal move meeting an immediate family blockade. Following months of documented communication issues and public admissions of relationship strain, Brat and Judy reached a point of total marital collapse, with infidelity accusations bringing cohabitation to an end. Both parents formally asserted their rights regarding primary physical custody of their son, True Legend, refusing to accept secondary visitation roles. LisaRaye McCoy physically entered the dispute during an attempted handoff or relocation of baby True, leading to an intense, near-physical confrontation between LisaRaye and Judy. LisaRaye publicly and privately demanded that Brat cut all personal and business ties with Judy immediately and finalize the divorce without compromise. When the news of the near-physical altercation hit the public domain, the dynamic between all three parties completely shattered. Judy was forced onto the defensive, facing intense public scrutiny over her motives and her actions regarding baby True. Brat, exhausted from months of emotional turmoil, effectively withdrew from the public eye, leaving her sister to act as the primary spokesperson for the family's position. One massive section of the audience rallied behind LisaRaye, praising her as a protective older sister who recognized toxic behavior and stepped in to defend her family when Brat was too emotionally drained to fight back. Conversely, a substantial portion of the public condemned LisaRaye's actions, arguing that an in-law interfering in a legal marriage and physically getting between a mother and her child crosses every acceptable boundary of family structure. Others pointed out the heartbreaking position Brat was left in, watching her marriage, her business empire, and her relationship with her sister burn down simultaneously in full view of the world. Network executives and production partners associated with their joint media ventures immediately paused future production plans, recognizing that the raw hostility between LisaRaye and Judy made on-screen collaboration impossible. Joint business assets, book promotion tours, and shared brand endorsements were frozen as legal teams stepped in to liquidate and divide their combined corporate holdings. Family law experts noted that LisaRaye's loud, aggressive intervention created significant collateral damage. Judy's legal counsel gained critical leverage to claim that Brat's home environment was hostile and unstable due to third-party family interference, directly threatening Brat's pursuit of sole custody. The peak moment of this entire fallout arrived when Brat was forced to make the ultimate decision. Caught between the wife she swore vows to and the big sister who had protected her for decades, the silence was finally broken. Brat made it clear that her child's safety, stability, and future were her absolute top priorities, effectively aligning her legal strategy with the defensive wall LisaRaye had constructed. The immediate battle over baby True had been halted by force, but the war was far from over. With joint assets frozen, legal teams drawing up papers, and a family dynamic destroyed beyond repair, the true fallout was only just beginning to settle over the ashes of what was once a multi-million-dollar empire. At the end of the day, this isn't just another celebrity breakup. It's a total breakdown of trust, blood ties, and a multi-million-dollar brand. What started as a high-profile romance between Brat and Judy has devolved into an aggressive legal standoff, with LisaRaye McCoy standing directly on the front lines to protect her nephew and her sister at all costs. The legal battle over Baby True is far from over, and the consequences of this high-stakes family war will resonate for years to come. But as the asset liquidations continue and court filings draw near, one massive question hangs over the entire situation. Did LisaRaye step in as the ultimate shield to save her sister from a disastrous power move, or did her lifelong overprotectiveness permanently sabotage Brat's chance at a peaceful resolution? Now, I want to hear from you. If you were in LisaRaye's shoes, would you step in and physically fight to protect your sister's child, or did she cross a major line by interfering in a married couple's business? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, because the internet is fiercely divided on this one. If you want to stay ahead of every single update, receipt, and breakdown on this story as it unfolds, hit that subscribe button and turn on post notifications. Because with legal papers being drafted behind closed doors right now, the next move in this family war is about to change everything.